I'm so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting painting. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While you're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double primed, and I added a thin layer of the liquid white. Rather than that, it's slick, wet, ready to started with today's painting. So today, it's gonna be a nice little simple painting. Nothing too off the top. Just tapping my brush into a little touch of the phthalo blue. Very little. You don't need much. And let's come up here. There. And I know most of you probably want to know when I'm going to do another nebula painting. It'll be soon. I just have to record it. But you guys will get to see it pretty soon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wherever you guys are at. It's a nice, bright, sunny day over here. There. Just darken up the top a bit. Go across. And just like so, you have yourself a nice little sky. But I want to add some clouds. So I'm going to go into some titanium white paint on my 1-inch brush. Come up here and just tap out the basic shape of a big old cloud. Ooh, there's a monstrous one. You gotta make up these stories as they come. Shoot. This one has been here for a long time. Put a mosquito on me right now. Okay. So, with I'm gonna use the brush. I'm gonna use the brush that I did to paint the sky. So I'm just lightly gonna do the base, top corner of your brush, just in circles, very, very gently. You can go over it multiple times. Don't feel like you can only go over once. Lift upwards and go across very lightly. I just want it uh, out there in the far, just big old misty cloud. Now, let's go ahead. I have a feeling I'm gonna have some water at the bottom. And if I decide I don't want the water, we just cover it up with some dark color and that's it. So I'm going into a little bit of phthalo blue, and as you can see, I'm pulling the paint from the outside in. There, just like so. Do the same thing for the other side. Flip your brush when the paint's running out. I'm about to rebuild my easel soon, since it's starting to give me problems. And I know it's since I have this for a long time, since I started painting. Since I started recording videos, I should say. So I gotta rebuild this easel, and hopefully it comes out with some good content for you guys to see how I build the easel, in case you guys want to um, make an easel like mine's. Uh, okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to some dark sienna. I put this paint in yesterday. It's already drying up. Little bit of midnight black. I had to resort to midnight black since I ran out of ivory black. But I'm going to buy some ivory black paint soon. So yeah, we should be all good. Cut a little roll of this dark brown color there, and or I'm gonna put it up here just in case. And right off there, I just want not a mountain, but what can be like a distant little hill or so. Scratch off all the paint. You basically just want a stain on the canvas. Now, I'm gonna bring back some old brushes I used to use back from season 2, I believe. These hardware brushes that have a nice angle to it. And just grab and pull. There we go. Okay. And blend this out. It's too far out to see too much detail. So we're gonna leave it like that. But let's go into some sap green. A little bit of sap green. And some cadmium yellow. We'll see a couple distant trees. At least in my imagination. Just using corner of your brush. Just want a few here and there. I don't want much. Okay, there we go. Very lightly. There. Shoot, you can get too carried away with it. I tend to get a bit carried away. I admit it. I'm a sucker. It's just fun. Okay, decide what angle it goes and just cut it off there. Simple as that. Just cut it off right at the angle that you decide. Now, let's see how much time we're at. 8 minutes. Okay. Now, I'm going to let's go ahead. Jeez. And I'm going to our dark color. Let's go. We'll come back to this area. Let's put in what's probably like a little rocky area there, and it just falls down right in the water. And let's angle that curve there. Okay, something like so. I think I'm satisfied with that. Now, I'm gonna grab that paint, just wiggle it there, ever so lightly, ever so lightly. I've been looking for some of my family and friends that can help me out with filming by telling me time cues and all that. Haven't found the right person just yet. Now, a little bit of white to that brown color. A little bit. Don't want to get too carried away. A little bit of dark sienna, if anything. Mix it up. Get this nice color. Let me see if it shows up well. And just very lightly. That doesn't show up. It needs a little bit more white. For video purposes, I should say. That's closer. A little bit more white. cut a roll. When you blend it out, it becomes a bit lighter, so it's kind of hard to get that nice, rich contrast. Let me get a little bit of darker paint. You mix up the colors you like. There. Ever so lightly. Put in a couple shadows. Little bit. Just like so. Now, I'm going to lightly tug on it and make a couple reflections. Okay. It would be something like so. There. Ever so gently. I'm gonna grab my 2-inch brush with the blue and lightly, just to blend it out more, and go across ever so gently. It's all about the movement of the brush, really. Okay, so let's go into a little bit of that sap green cadmium yellow color, just a little bit, and let's plop in what's probably a little bit of grass growing on that rocky stand. It's the view. It's the view. There. No, oh, sorry. I probably blew out your guys' ears with that. I know when I mess around with my microphone, it makes a louder sound. I've watched my videos before. It's not the best. Little darker paint, so I'm just adding midnight black to it. And ever so gently. Ever so gently. There. And then some light very on the edge. There. Get that nice combination right around there. Let's put in a couple water lines. Let me clean off my knife. As you guys may know, I have a little rag off to the side to clean off my palette knives. Some titanium white and just scrub it on. Just angle it almost flat, not quite flat. And a few little couple water lines that will live out here. There. Okay, we have that so far. Let's go ahead. Let's make more land. Let's go ahead to some ivory black. And ivory black. I meant to say midnight black. There. Something like so. All I'm doing is scrubbing that paint on. And I'll come in there with my brush and just move that paint around. And we're gonna make this to like rocky areas. Some rocks have to support this. So we're gonna get our nice brown color we were working on. Cut a roll. Let's come up here. There. Ever so gently. Just tap a couple on there. Okay. Lightly pull on it. Okay. And then Oops, dropped my palette knife. We'll go with my brush with the phthalo blue just to make that color less noticeable. Just lightly go over it. Oh, I got a lot of brown in my brush. Just blend it out. Okay, let me clean off my knife again. Let's put in a couple water lines. There we go. Just like so. Just scrub them in. And next, I wanna add a different look to the grass. Usually I use my 2-inch brush, but we're gonna use our fan brush today. If you guys want to use your 2-inch brush, totally okay. But I'm going to push up the grass just with my fan brush. It just takes longer, really. Okay, load up your brush. There. All I'm doing is pushing up, so it looks like the grass is going upwards. 17 minutes. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's go into our nice dark brown color. Just some dark sienna and midnight black. Cut a row. Let's decide. I want a little cabin to live out here. Okay? In your painting, if you don't want a little cabin, that's totally okay. Just don't put it in. Painting is such an individual thing. As you guys saw, I'm not much of a nebula painter. I paint it for you guys, since you guys seem to love that type of content. But on a day-to-day basis, I just paint regular landscapes like this. But if we all painted regular landscapes like this, what fun would it be? Okay, lightly pull down that paint. Lightly, lightly. Shoom. Okay. Tug, pull down. Now, we gotta highlight our cabin here. So some dark sienna white, a little bit of that gray color. A little bit of our base color. I just want to dull it. I don't want it too bright. And let's make it look like it's made out of logs. So just get that angle right, and it should look pretty fine. Nothing won't affect it. Now, if you have some at the angle and some straight, then that's when it looks a little off. So make sure when you're doing this, your angles are right. Few little woods here at the top, and then a few out here. Very few. Let's come on here lightly, and then right here, ever so gently. Gently. Now, some midnight black, and let's put in a door. Just like so. Just go across. Okay. Now we gotta shape our little cabin out here. Let me load up my brush. And just a couple extra lighter spots. There. There we go. Some light spots would be right here at the top. The sun would hit that spot the most. Maybe right out here in the corners. Now, how much time do we have? We have about 10 minutes to spare. Let's go ahead. Let's add in a tree. I think there lives an evergreen. So just load up your brush. Come up here. Decide where your tree lives. There. And then load up your brush a bit more and just go side to side. Side to side. Okay. And same thing with our other tree that's slightly angled. It didn't have the support when growing up, so it didn't grow up completely straight. It had a little slant to it. None of that LGBTQ stuff. I'm just talking about nature. Maybe it just didn't have the support to stand straight. Oh, there's a little insect that went to my painting. And I don't think we would see a tree trunk here. Just me personally. Evergreens are fairly dark trees. So I don't want to overdo it in the light highlighting stage. I want to keep them dark but also have them light. Okay. And what else can I do? Okay. I'm gonna go crazy now. Last thing before, because I have like 7 minutes. So some dark sienna and midnight black. Let's come up here. Just pull it. Okay. Okay. Just like so. And then I'm gonna grab my angle brush and just angle this. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab my small palette knife and let's come up here. There. Ever so lightly. And we'd have pretty much shadows over here. Think about it how we attacked over here. And now I'm going to grab that light color, a little bit dark, just a mixture of both. And let's come up here ever so gently. Ever so gently. There we go. Let's add in a few little water lines. Few little water lines here. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what about this area? I'm just about to get to it. Let's come up here. Let's put in big old bush that lives right on that rock. Okay, some cadmium yellow and sap green, and that same dirty brush, and maybe a light touch of liquid white just to thin my paint out lightly. There we go. Nice little, well, not little, big old bush. It's a big old bushy tree. Scratching a few little sticks, twigs. You gotta fix this. There we go. Just so it looks like it continues on and on. And let's do a firecracker. One that would catch the eye of the viewer. Some bright red. Ooh, yes. Can't have all of them looking the same. Load up your brush and just fire it in. Just like so. Okay, I know I said that was the last thing, but I know you guys would complain if I didn't do something just because of time cues or whatever. So, screw it. Let's put in a tree. I just thought about it right now. Okay? It won't take long. Trust me. A little bit of white to that color. A little bit more white. And just a little highlight here on the other side. And with that, I have a completed painting. And if you guys follow along, you guys will have a completed painting as well. I hope you guys try this painting out, and I hope you enjoy this video. It's a nice little challenge for you guys, but also simple. Until then, take care, my friend. Goodbye.